House scared to go forward, sending in a glorious blitz as a worthy sacrifice to save his commander. Will he be able to get out? The Maces are getting a good slow push here. The Whistler is now being forced to be used as a metal meat shield. Will the Maces be able to catch the commander? Well, in order to find that out, we have to jump all the way back to the beginning. Welcome back, commanders, metal scrap collectors, and my sewer goblins. They bring you an epic game on all that simmers. What a beautiful green landscape. I wish my bank account was this green, because we're diving into an epic battle here with chaotic proportions, no unit caps, and always destruction everywhere you look. As the map unfolds, let me introduce you to the carry player for the blue team, ATA Apex, starting with Armada Bots. As we head over to the middle side of the map, the action is stale, but that's because the commanders are planning their next move on how they want to play out this game. Anyways, on over to the top rank commander for the red team. Watch me do this. Let's watch him carry red team to victory here in this beautiful game beyond all reason. As the map unfolds here, we got some action on the right hand side. Pawns versus blitzes here. The blitzes are getting a nice trade, getting a couple pawns. They'll be sent to the scrap yards. These pawns are being glorious sacrifices. Witness them as they charge head first into battle, dying one by one. Their commander looking for charity donations, I guess today. If he's feeling generous, I can always take a donation. Head over here. I'd be happy to take any free donation. There's a key component in Beyond All Reason. That is when an enemy dies, any unit, structure, or even your commander leaves behind a huge chunk of metal. Generally 60 to 70% of the total cost. Losing your own units on your side of the map is crucial in not only preventing the enemy from gathering that extra metal, but allowing you to gather it instead. Huge fights here in the middle of the map as the Whistlers shell away, popping those pawns into a new dimension, being sacrificed. The middle of the map seems to be where the action is at, as the metal field is already starting to form here. 400 metal on the ground, looking quite juicy here. A robot graveyard, as you could say. Watch me do this, getting feisty here over on the left hand flank, getting a big D gun, shutting that LT down, looking to place his own here. This is to allow him to fortify his position and to prevent any tanks from slipping into his passageway here. Purple caught sleeping at the computer. Maybe his monitor was off, or maybe he was getting CC'd by his wife. Who really knows? But he lost all his tanks for virtually free, and that is a blunder. Over here on the middle side of the map, though, we have endless Whistlers here shelling away, looking to get some huge poke damage. A light turret goes down. Blacksmith is in a 2v1 here, and he's going to be forced to hammer or forge his way out of this, as right now he has no reinforcement. Where is his team? The Janus is here. They're looking big. A couple rockets go in. The commander's dropping 35, 26, 5% HP. One more volley will do it. Can it connect? Will it connect? Boom! Destroyed. Devastation. As the commander drops, that gives 1.2 thousand metal. It's now up for grabs on the middle of the battlefield here. This is huge. Whoever can take this will get a huge swing in momentum in the game. Watch me do this here, trying to get the D-gun on the right, preventing Thugs Not Drugs from grabbing it. But let me tell you, he's going to be high on fumes after sucking that corpse dry. The Whistle's here, poking his commander away. Watch me do this, scared and alone. But Thugs Not Drugs here can be able to secure the commander wreckage with absolute ease. Let me zoom out to the map so we get a real good understanding of what's going on. Right now, right side seems to be even, along with the right middle flank. The left side is pushing forward for the yellow team. Let's head into Gary the Blind, who has a very aggressive strategic position here, trying to deny these metal nodes, which is your main source of metal on the map. Especially in the early game, you need these metal nodes here, and he's looking to try and deny as much as humanly possible. The Whistle is here looking to shell away. Another commander drops on the right hand flank there. Thugs Not Drug popping off. That man must be on crack cocaine, because he's unstoppable today as he's mowing down these commanders like he's cutting through paper, dude. These guys don't stand a chance against him. Blue's there to back him up on the right hand flank here. Let's zoom in and watch this battle unfold as Thugs Not Drug has now gotten 2.5 thousand metal gifted to him on a silver platter from the red team. What are they doing? Perhaps I'm going to learn how to carry through Thugs Not Drug All the other players look like bots compared to him, as he's sending red team into emotional therapy with these commanders' destructions. He's looking to now suck up the rest of the wreckage field here, looking to further his economy advantage. Yellow's been shut down as he's had no reinforcements from red, because red was forced to throw away his commander to try and protect the front line. Now, with the action slowing down, we can once again zoom out. And what does this mean for the blue team, as they have now secured not one but 2 commanders? Well, that's a huge increase for their production. Generally, that means tier 2 could be on the way, or he could be sending those resources to his teammates to allow his teammates to get further ahead, as communism is very strong and beyond all reason. But hold your thought, we have a bit of an action fight over here on the right flank here, as Maces look to engage a couple of blitzes. And with a good commander micro, he might be able to get some D-guns, but these whistlers here walking straight into the AoE grinder to the scrap metal fields they go, as they're just getting endlessly pelted away. The AoE is massive. Oh no, he's skipping him into the D-gun, but good kiting from the Maces here. Franhouse scared to go forward, sending in a glorious blitz as a worthy sacrifice to save his commander. Will he be able to get out? The Maces are getting a good slow push here. The Whistler is now being forced to be used as a metal meat shield in order to draw the fire from the Maces to allow the commander to escape. He does not want to lose his commander at all costs here, but he's lost his whole army. Perhaps sacrificing his commander here would have been the better place. And the Maces are relentless, hungry, killing machines, and boom! Another commander falls. So far, blue is dominating on every flank. Red is crumbling into pieces. They need to be welded back together, but right now, I don't see a welding torch in red's hand. Instead, I see trauma and perhaps a therapy appointment on the way, as blue team looking to mow through them. These thugs here shelling away, doing devastation to the other thugs. Their brethrens forced to fight here on the front line. An epic battle is taking place, but the right flank is now open as EKA, who had a massive throw at the start, is now come locked in.
Commander
Mountain Dew in his right hand, a bag of Doritos in his left, as he looks to gobble up another commander here, pushing forward with his few maces. Let's check out this damage here. He's going to get some economic damage here, putting pink even further behind. Looks like Fran House is about to be homeless. Never mind, he'll be happy if he had a cardboard box after this destruction he just endured. Purple now pushing on red's flank as well, but red does have tier 2. Watch me do this. Grabbing an early tier 2 here, looking to turn the tide of battle. What does tier 2 mean as we zoom out to the map? Tier 2 is much stronger than tier 1. Tier 2 can easily change the tide of the game if you give it time to build up and fight against tier 1. They outrange, outdamage, and way more HP, and they're just so much more cost effective than tier 1. But speaking of that, Supreme being here, looking to get flanked by 3 different players, getting triple teams here. He's calling for aid, but he's abandoned on the front line. Boom goes the dynamite. Another commander wreckage, and disappointment flows through Supreme being here, as he was the lowest OS player, but the last one standing on the front line. He's wondering what is his team doing. Blue now has a commanding lead across all fronts except the left flank here. It looks like blue overextended and died to Gary the Blind. But as we zoom out to the map here, we see huge pushes on the right. The middle of the map is starting to collapse, and the left flank is being just held barely by Watch Me Do This and Gary the Blind. So red does have a few options in this position as we zoom in. We either can go more eco, all in on tier 2 here and pray we get some damage done, or look for a god flank, as red is barely holding the line here. Purple scared to push in, doesn't want to throw the lead. The resign vote is now coming out. Red losing hope, faltering in the face of defeat, but they must stand strong as the game is not over yet. Blue can definitely still throw this, as Reclaim can make a huge part of a comeback, though it is looking dire for red team. One misstep from blue can completely turn this game over on its head. The Mausers here on the left flank, shelling away, slowly poking in. Purple trying to get inside, but red doing a phenomenal job of denying any entry from these brutes. The Rovers looking to maybe get some flanking damage done. The left flank is slowly stabilizing for the red team, but we have this massive ball of Whistlers. We'll zoom in on these bad boys and follow them into battle. Let's get the beautiful camera angle here as they go in. Glory to Armada as they charge headfirst into battle. The Stutes getting overwhelmed. The missiles flying left and right. We got the rockets, boys. And these are nothing but easy pickings for these Whistlers as they shell away. Red needs a game plan now. They need to stop scratching their heads and start producing the correct units to counter this. Yellow on the left flank here, completely now stabilized. The push has been halted. On the right hand flank here as well, pink has stabilized the blue flank. Very nicely done. The only major problem is right now for red team, this huge ball of Whistlers, 25 to be exact. And they are looking angry, they are looking aggressive, and they are looking hungry for some robot parts, dude. As they look to kite these Stutes. Very well done here by the green commander, putting up the pressure. How much metal is on that floor right now? 1.2 thousand metal. Hookah looking to walk up and start eating that. Grab me a fork, get me a bib. It's an all-you-can-eat Goblin buffet, folks, as that's what I'm talking about. Get inside there, start eating up that metal, hookah. But as we zoom out, let's have a look at the backline players and see what's happening. The tech player has his first Aphis coming up online. That is huge for Eco. Partnered with One Fusion. Let's zoom in on their Eco player as well. Not even a single Aphis force to build tier 2 early in order to help the team. This is what does this mean for the game state? Let's put reds on a timer. Red doesn't have the eco to scale. Purple is pushing in, smelling blood in the water. The floodgates have been opened and the tanks are now rolling through with one job: to eliminate the best player. Watch me do this, knock him out of the game. Blue knows if they knock out the 44 OS player, victory is all but assured, as generally in a game like Beyond All Reason, when the highest O-rank player quits, usually the riffraff will follow. As Purple is endlessly pressuring, he's at this point now feeding his units into the grinder. Perhaps he now wants to donate to charity, and he is feeling like a generous guy. But this is just leaving behind corpses and upon corpses, giving free reclaim here to these res bots here. 2.4 thousand reclaim here. This could be what red team needs in order to bring that huge comeback. Starlight has now entered the fray. These things are devastation in carnage, as one shot can devastate a health bar to even a unit such as the commander. As we zoom out once again here to check the mat state, green's holding strong, red's holding the left flank here, but where the action really is this blue push with maces. The tier 2 sumos are out, but with the onslaught of tier 1 spam from the blue team, they're getting to the wind farm. This could be the economic damage blue needs to secure the win. But he's sleeping at the keyboard. He's not microing his units. He's not destroying the winds. They're in a juicy line. Oh no, the fireworks are popping off. It's looking beautiful, dude. These maces, they're just doing so much work, dude. Like, the commander getting outplayed, playing ring around the rosy with a few maces here. He's looking confused. He's looking scared. Oh, he doesn't want to degun. He's scared he's going to degun his own tier 2 lab. Please degun your tier 2 lab. Please, please, for content. Oh, no, he degunned there. Perhaps that was a scaredy degun. Anyways, Thugs Not Drugs here. Got the Jaguars in the backline looking to hit the finishing blow. Fighter 494 here, hitting some deguns, barely saving his base, trying to go tier 2 air as a last-ditch effort to save the game. But blue team with the onslaught of aggression. Another Jaguar finds the backline. Boom goes the dynamite. A whole wind farm goes up in smokes, and that is catastrophic damage to the orange player economy. The resign vote once again coming out, and I do believe, folks, this might be GG as they're falling. The right flank has completely crumbled into oblivion. There goes the pass, and boom. There goes the explosions. What an absolute banger game. Thugs, not drugs here. Definitely got to give him the MVP, getting 2 commanders kills. Gave them the economy to snowball their lead in the mid lane. And then completely opened up the game. And with that, boys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And peace.